How did you cope with Kathy being gone?
I didn't. Listen. Some people believe the spirit stays in the body for months after death. We can bring her back.
Hey guys, Sam here with mother.This, and I am here to talk to you about the movie Bring Her Back. This came out in 2025, and I just noticed it was on HBO, so I thought I would check it out. And this movie was the most uncomfortable I have ever felt watching a horror movie in my entire life. No joke. This movie is super shocking, super disturbing, super gory, and it just really made me uncomfortable. And I've seen a lot of horror. It didn't emotionally disturb me, it physically disturbed me, like just grossed me out, made me uncomfortable, made me hold on to my teeth and my mouth and just wish that it would stop what was going on. I was literally having to turn away and just keep on not looking and then going back to see if it was over. I have not reacted to that horror movie in a very, very long time. And there was two scenes in this film that really, really got me. One of them we'll call the cantaloupe scene, and the other one we'll call the table scene. And if you've seen this movie, you will definitely know what I'm talking about. But both of these scenes are just so highly visceral and disturbing and uncomfortable to watch. I don't even know how they did it, but you will never forget these scenes. And even so, look at this poster. They made a poster that has this cantaloupe in it. And I'm like, they knew exactly what they were doing. They knew that that scene was gonna really bother people. And the directors of this movie are the same directors that brought you Talk to Me, which I think is a great horror movie. I really like that film, but there is some really gory and disturbing scenes in that film as well. And I'm here to tell you that the scenes in Bring Her Back are way worse than that. Massive gore warning on Bring Her Back. Take it with caution. So in this movie, we are introduced to Andy and Piper. They are brother and sister, and their father has recently passed away. The mothers are not in the story. They basically are parentless. So they both end up going to a foster home, and we meet Laura. And Laura is a whack-a-mole. She's a total psycho. And at first you're kind of like delighted because there's something about her that's very motherly and nurturing, and she's super excited for Piper, and Piper is legally blind. And so it seems like a good fit for Piper, but then you know that there are some really bad intentions and bad motives behind Laura, and she's just very weird, and it's easy to figure out what Laura is really about early on if you watch her. Obviously, the premise of the movie is to bring someone back, and I don't want to ruin any of the story, so I'm not going to go into that too much, but I definitely wanted to let you guys know that it is really a creepy film. When I was watching this movie, even before the cantaloupe scene hit, I said to my husband, I go, this movie, every 5 minutes, there is something that happens that is like really disturbing, inappropriate, shocking to me. It just gets progressively worse. It just keeps going and going. This movie is really wild. And there also is something else that has to do with the father when he passes away. And there is some puke on someone's beard and face. And I don't know why, but it really, really grossed me out. I actually was like, ugh, ugh, when I was on the treadmill downstairs and I was watching this movie and certain scenes were happening and I was literally gagging. If you can handle the gore and you can handle disturbing content, I say go and watch this movie. It's an interesting plot. It's a tense ride. Like when things really start to get going and you're nervous for these characters. You don't know how it's gonna play out. And this movie is just probably gonna surprise you. One of the things I did want to bring up with this movie is that they show you a lot of found footage type looking videos that have to do with a ritual. And it's kind of gets confusing what's going on. I think I would have liked to have more concrete information when it came to that part of the story. But I think the grand scheme of this movie was more about grief and about how people handle themselves and what they're willing to do at the cost of others. I think that the ritual part wasn't the core part of the movie. So I think the movie focused on the bigger theme of grief, and that was kind of surprising, but I think it worked pretty well. If you were to watch this movie again, I think you would pick up on a ton of stuff. I think that it would be much more clear. I did not want to do that, so I did watch a couple of YouTube videos just further explaining. I just kind of wanted to make sure that I understood everything, but I was not gonna sit through and watch this movie again. There's no way. No way. I couldn't do it. So overall, I'm gonna give this movie a 7 out of 10. If you can handle serious, disturbing, gore, uncomfortable scenes, then I think you'll be fine. But if that is going to be too much for you, then I would definitely pass on this movie, because like I said, this is made me more uncomfortable than any other film I've ever watched. I could not even continue to look at it. I had to keep turning away and just praying and hoping it would stop. I mean, I was literally like, oh my God, this movie, oh God, please stop. It was just, it was really hard. It was a hard watch, you guys. This was a hard watch, some of these scenes. I also did want to say that the actress that played Laura does a fantastic job. I think the whole cast did a great job. I think it's a unique cast, and I think that everybody brought their game, and I think that it made it very realistic. I think that everybody was very believable. I think that the character that played Andy did a fabulous job. You really feel for him and his sincere love for his sister and concern. And it is, there's definitely some bleakness and sadness in this film that is felt. I think this is a well-written story. I'm not going to say I like everything that they did, obviously, but I think it was a good story, and I think it was very interesting. This movie had me from the get-go. It was very, very entertaining. It keeps you engaged the entire time because it's just continually progressing in this horrible type situation, and you just never know what's going to happen next. It was well done, and it's one I'm not going to forget anytime soon. So I hope you guys have a great day, and let me know in the comments if you did get to see it, what you thought of these scenes. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.
Новое тело должно умереть так же, как и старое.